Hi, this is Chris Harp, Director of Marketing from the Evansville Philharmonic, and I have Maria Mastropaolo with us today. She is one of our EPO musicians, and I wanted to find out a little bit more about Maria when she's performing with the orchestra. Maria, can you tell us about your experiences?
Yes, I first auditioned for EPO when I was 17. I was an entering freshman at U of E, and if they invite you to, you can audition for something called a string fellowship program between the orchestra and U of E. So I was invited to do that. I auditioned, I did get in. I was in the second violins. I was there for 2 years, and then I thought, hey, it might be kind of neat to try to audition for first violins. So I went to my teacher at that time, Carol Dallinger, she's also in the Philharmonic, and asked her if I could try. She said, sure. So I re-auditioned, and I got in the first violins, and that actually gave me a real contract. So I stayed there, and this marks my 25th year in the orchestra.
That is such a long-term involvement with the orchestra. We're so happy to have you as a musician. Now, Maria, what do you do when you're not performing on stage with the orchestra?
Well, I have a family, I have a son and a husband, so that takes up a lot of time. And I also like to, I go to jazzercise. I love doing that. I'm pretty hooked on that. And I also teach at U of E. So I went straight from graduating to U of E to teaching in the University of Evansville Suzuki Violin program. And this would mark my 20th year in teaching in that program. And my boss is Carol Dallinger, who was my teacher at U of E. So I teach kids any age from 3 years old through 18, and I have definitely found my calling with it. I absolutely love doing that and being in the Philharmonic.
Well, I know U of E and EPO was very excited to have you as involved with us. Now, when you're not performing or teaching, I know you mentioned jazzercise, but what are some of the activities that you and your family like to do? And are you originally from Evansville?
I'm not from Evansville. I was born in Louisville, and then we actually moved kind of all over, but then came back and settled in Georgetown, Indiana. But all my activities were in Louisville, all my violin activities. So that's where I'm from, but I came here to college and then got a job at U of E right outside. As far as what I do with my family, we have a long-haired dachshund named Chester. He's a cutie, and we like to go around with him, play with him, play outside, go outside, play basketball. I like eat. I'm a foodie. I love cooking, main stuff. I'm Italian, so I like cooking any type of food. So.
Well, it's so interesting to hear all these items that you do and what you do for the orchestra. We appreciate. I thank you for coming in today for this interview, and we appreciate it. And we will see you on the stage with Peppermint Pops on December 1st and 2nd, and also Bunny Bread Candy Cane Express on December 1st. If you haven't got your tickets, get them now. Thanks, Maria.
Thank you.